If your ad starts with looking to buy or sell, you've already lost. If your hook doesn't create tension, it doesn't convert. Great hooks aren't invented, they're stolen and reworked. If you're not a copywriter, just plug your offer into these and go for it, honestly. This is how you actually structure the ad around the hook. So your hook gets attention, now you have to pay it off. So if you're changing your entire ad, you're not testing a hook, you're testing chaos, right? If your CTR sucks, it's not your funnel, it's definitely your hook. Use hooks that are already winning for others. But at the end of the day, the best hook in the world won't work if it stays in your drafts. Most agents don't have a lead problem, they have a boring ad problem. Here's what nobody tells you. So you can run the same offer, the same targeting, the same budget, and get 10 times better results just by changing your first 3 seconds. It's not about more ads, it's about better hooks. So in this video, I'm going to give you the exact process to find, test, and plug in hooks that actually work. And plus, real templates that you can steal today. So let's get into it. So I do have a lovely Miro board for you to look at and appreciate. You might be wondering, who is this British man and why does he know so much about real estate in America? Well, I'm Dylan Kirk. I'm the CEO and founder of Estato, and we basically pride ourselves on building YouTube ad systems for realtors that are based on quality, not quantity. Because I realize 100 leads and 0 conversions is 0 leads because none of them converted, right? They weren't quality, so they weren't real leads to begin with. So, we focus entirely on quality instead of quantity to make sure that the leads are few and far between. They're more controllable. You know the ad system inside and out. But also you can actually get deals from it instead of every marketing company out there. So just thought I'd highlight that for you. But yeah, into the nitty-gritty. So how to find winning ad hooks. Templates realtors can steal today because the wrong hook makes your ad invisible. The right one gets 10 times cheaper leads. So here's how to find, test, and plug in hooks that actually convert for you. Because 80% of your ad success is decided by the first 3 seconds. 80%. So the reason why most realtors fail is because if your ad starts with looking to buy or sell, you've already lost. The average agent ad is invisible, highlighted from these gravestones of terrible hooks you can put in. But they say things like, you need a great agent, top Zillow agent here from Dallas. I'm going to sell your house in Sacramento in like 5 seconds or something ridiculous like that. No one really cares. No one cares. That's the truth of it. There's no tension, there's no curiosity, and there's no promise. Like, people scroll through and past like your ads because you look like 10 other agents they've already seen. The first 3 seconds have one job: to stop the scroll by any means necessary. And that's what we're going to fix right now. So generic intros, looking to buy or sell, or top realtor in the city. You sound like everyone else, and there's no differentiation, no curiosity, and ultimately no tension, and it doesn't work. So what actually makes a winning hook? So if your hook doesn't create tension, it doesn't convert. So here are the 3 main things every killer hook has. So it has tension, so it breaks the pattern, creates a wait what moment sort of thing, right? That you snap them out of autopilot, it sounds different. Specificity, like uses real numbers, timelines, results, like real numbers, actual genuine real market, and actual real people. A contrarian angle as well. Break common beliefs or call out the BS, right? There's so much BS, so much poor information out there that this is a really great angle to go down. Like call out a myth or flip an assumption that's already made, or even just some common things you've experienced in your own life as a realtor. What are some common pitfalls you are always getting people out? So just to wrap it up, a bad hook is like need help buying a home. A good hook is most renters in Phoenix don't realize they qualify to buy with $0 down. See the difference? It punches and it pulls you in, right? And that's basically what you can do. And the main thing that a lot of people get stuck on is actually where to find hook ideas. Because obviously no one's got time just to sit there and block out like an hour or 2 just to creative time, right? To go, I need a couple hours to find 3 hooks that are going to really like put me on the map, right? Doesn't work like that. No one's got time for that, especially top producing agents definitely don't do that. So great hooks aren't invented, they're stolen and reworked. Now this might be some dark artsy stuff here, but also in general, if trying to set out the best YouTube ads like system from the get-go, this is a great video on my channel to deal with that for you. But yeah, hook inspiration sources. So this might be some dark artsy stuff here, but you want to steal like a scientist. Don't start from scratch. So here's where to find hooks that already work. So the Facebook ad library, search for realtor or home buyer program. The Facebook ad library is generally like a really, really good source for a lot of things. Depending on your platform, it can be different though. So just watch out. If you are doing Facebook ads, Facebook ad library is going to be your go-to. especially to see like which ones are performing really, really well, right? And just having a look there, see which ones perform the best. One thing you don't want to do is steal from another platform. So as I said there, if you're on Instagram but you're stealing from Facebook, it's not really going to work. So I wouldn't really think of that there. You can TikTok search as well. Buy my first home, see what pops up. Zillow, Redfin comments as well. So what questions are people actually asking? There's a lot of agents on there on Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, etc. Like what questions are people asking repeatedly, and what can how can you change that? Worst comes to worst, ChatGPT is where I get a lot of my headlines. In terms of split testing, which you'll be surprised how much that works. Because if you just let ChatGPT know your market, what typically happens and stuff like that, they will give you like a genuine good insight because it's information you've given it. So all it's doing is just finding and randomizing the like information you've given them into a compact way of keeping it curious and stopping the scroll, which is ultimately what you want to do. So if you just tell ChatGPT, hey, I want to make sure that I have a contrarian angle, I want to make it specific, and I want to, break patterns. Like if you tell ChatGPT that, there's no way that doesn't work. But in short, if you dig, you'll find gold. Then you tweak it for your offer, right? So here are some hook templates you can actually steal. So if you're not a copywriter, just plug your offer into these and go for it, honestly. So here are 5 ad templates for it. So most X have no idea they can actually Y. Here's how. This simple or unknown trick helps me get a result in 3 months, 6 months, right? This one's really, really good if you have a pre-existing client who wants to be in an ad for you. If I was starting over as a buyer in Dallas market, here's exactly what I do. Or stop doing common mistake, do this instead. I spent X amount of dollars on RE agents. Like this got me 5 times more on my home for half the price. Another one here, I spent all my time on bad RE agents or burnt out on it. This got me 5 times more on my home for half the time. Something like that is really good. Like plug these in your market, your result and your offer in, and done. Like this here, you're a way to go. Like this is all you need, right? You're welcome. So that's a really, really easy way there. So this is how you actually structure the ad around the hook. So your hook gets attention. Now you have to pay it off. Once you've got the scroll stopping hook, don't lose steam, right? Here's the basic structure. So hook, 3 seconds, right? 0 to 3 seconds. Pattern break plus tension. 4 to 10, you actually, so obviously you want to disrupt them there, hit that tension there. Set up 4 to 10 seconds. Here's what I'll show you, for example, there. Like, just making sure that you set them up for what's going to come. Delivery, 10 to 40 seconds. A quick breakdown of the offer value, and just making sure you know the result and the what, right? What's going on. CTA, final 5 to 10 seconds. Tell them exactly what to do next. So click below, answer 3 questions, and we'll show you your options. Something like that. Like, don't have any fluff, make it extremely straight to the point, and every second earns the next, right? And here's actually a really good way of just doing a card layout to actually make sure you're split testing it, but we'll get into that. So how to split test hooks. So if you're changing your entire ad, you're not testing a hook, you're testing chaos, right? And what I mean by that is a lot of people, especially realtors, I mean, a lot of them aren't marketing experts. I'm guessing from if you're watching this video, you're not a marketing expert, which is absolutely fine. That's not anything to be shy about. Like your job is to close deals, right? That's what you specialize in. So you want to make sure that you're only testing one thing part of your system. If you change everything, then you will never find a winner. That's just kind of how it is. So just change one thing at a time and you do well. So test the same offer and funnel, only change the hook. Create 3 to 5 versions each using the different opening sentence or visual. You run the like $10 to $12 a ad spend variation. Check the CPL and CTR after 48 to 72 hours. If you want, I would actually extend the deadline a little bit to like a week or 2. Really depends on your budget and really how many days you're running it. If you're running it like through Monday to Friday, cool. Then I would delay it a bit. If it's every day of the week, Monday to Sunday, then it's 40 to 72 hours. Again, really depends on your target size as well. So this really is subject to change. Kill losers fast, scale the winner. Really, really, really simple. Just kill the ones with the lowest CTR, scale the one that gets the cheapest clicks, cheapest leads, and go from there. So this is actually how we find $2 leads without like changing the whole campaign. And I mean, this is exactly what we do. So you have hook 1, 2, 3. So if we think, okay, the hook is a bit of a bottleneck or we want to change it around, this is how you do it here. So you go through, you got hook 1, 2, and 3, which you've decided from these ones here or ChatGPT, wherever, right? TikTok, for example. You have those 3 there, you want to test them. So make a note of the results, keep the deadline the same, make it a week, 2 weeks, whatever. So once you at the end of it, go, right, hook 1 got me like a 1.5 CTR. Hook 2 got me a 1.3. And hook 2 got me a 2%. I think I did that in the right order there. I don't know why I went that direction there, but yeah, that's pretty much how it works. So yeah, essentially how you should do it on a very base level. And here we have the actual metrics to tell you it's working. So speaking of metrics there, if your CTR sucks, it's not your funnel, it's definitely your hook. Now again, this is going to be different depending on your audience, but this is assuming that your only audience is going to be in your, basically in your state, right? Some people want to do it so they work in a center area, but they want buyers to come in from all over the country, right? So that's different. That's not what we're talking about. It's more local. So if you're running ads in Texas, for example, because you work in Texas and you're only running it there, then this is what you look for. So you want a CTR above 1.5%. It's like a strong hook, right? That you've basically got their attention. CPL, cost per lead, under $15 buyer, or under $25 for seller. Slightly more expensive as a seller side. That's just kind of how it is. But it's a viable campaign either way. The average video watch time. So that it should be that 3+ seconds is the average. Because that means you've got a solid hook. You can check this really easily on the Google Ads management tool. Or on Facebook and Instagram, I think it's slightly different. But you can still check viewer retention there. It has its own ways of checking, right? But don't wait for 100 leads to figure it out. You'll know within 20 clicks if the hook's actually working. So just keeping that in mind there. Realtor use cases or bonus hooks, right? Just to spoil you more and more every single time. Here's some bonus hooks. So stop guessing. Use hooks that are already winning for others. Here's a buyer one here. Most renters don't realize this $0 down option even exists. How to buy a home in Dallas without a bidding war. Seller, before you list your home, watch this. Sellers, the 3 things agents won't tell you about pricing your home. Sellers, the 3 things agents won't tell you about pricing your home. I realize the other ones there were for agent recruiting, so it's slightly different there. But yeah, if you want to know exactly a bit more how to split test, I do have an entire video dedicated to it. That's more on the headline side, but works the same here. CTR video as well. If you're struggling to get that hook, if you're really struggling, there's more in-depth one there. And again, being able to track or at least make the right decision and know when to do it, you've got the tracking guide there as well. So those are all great videos to at least help that out. So again, with these bonus hooks as well, they're not theories, they're in-market winners. But at the end of the day, the best hook in the world won't work if it stays in your drafts. So just to recap, the bad hooks will give you expensive ads. Your cost per lead is going to be in the hundreds, right? Great hooks though will keep cheap leads and actually give you predictable growth, which is what you're aiming for in the first place. And also you have plug and play templates that like sources and testing strategy that you can just use yourself. Just steal this whole video, go for it. But if you want a full hook swipe file, then feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, DM me deals, and I'll be able to do that for you. If you want any concern or question that you want me to answer, comment below this video, let me know, and I'll get back to you. But yeah, besides that, that's everything. So, see ya.